All right, gang, it's Hexy. Let's see what Hexy's got going on. I got 3 on the table that are all set up and ready to go. All right, y'all know I'm doing the Civil War Brigade series, so we got the Battle of Chickamauga, Barren Victory, Civil War Brigade series. This is number 4. I just finished 2 scenarios in August Fury, the second Battle Bull Run, which was the 3rd game. I will not be playing the Antietam and Gettysburg ones because I've actually already played those. So I'm just going to drive through the series with everything else. And besides that, I think those are 1 and 2 anyhow. So yeah, here we go. We're going to play Battle of Chickamauga. There was really no single map scenario. There was a couple short term ones, but I thought, what the hell? I've got 2 games that are going to take some time to play on the table, so I think we're going to go and play the campaign. We're going to get into the campaign and see how this progresses. Right now, everything's set up for the first day's fight, and not a lot of extension counters on the board yet. I gotta get into some of my boxes and get some more AAs and AB strength markers out to put under these units. But here's the initial deployments. Of course, you know, most of these games it's within 1 hex, within 2 hexes. So I've already got Hood and Hood's division from the 1st Corps already in the gap here. All right. I got to look at what the orders are. I don't know what the orders are yet, but it would appear to me that at the start of this game that some of the Union divisions are already in response mode. So, but we're going to play this a campaign game. It says it's 59 turns because I think it stretches out over 3 days, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how far we get. Because, you know, these games, when you start getting in close, they start to get bloody. Units start to get beat. I got a feeling this is going to be the first time I play one where I'm going to have to be smart enough to change units orders, get them out of line, and get them back to where they can try to do some replacement recovering stuff, or recover stragglers, which, you know, you can only do on the hourly turns, like 7, 8, 9. You can't do it on the half-hour turns. All right, so this is game number 4, Civil War Brigade series. What's the date on this one here? 1991. And I'm going to say it every time I play one of these. In my opinion, most authentic command system for this era of games, where orders can just get thrown in the trash or refused, or they don't get received on time because the messenger didn't quite get there. All right, so on the other side of the table, we went ahead, you know, we just finished playing Stonewall Sword, okay? And I got a lot of feedback on that from the creator himself, Herman Luttman, and a bunch of other people. A lot of comments and a lot of suggestions, a lot of good stuff. So I thought, okay, well, I want to test this system out with more units, with a bigger fight. And I can remember setting up old Terrible Swift Sword to play the 2nd day. This scenario right here. Man, this looks so much prettier than that does. And it took me a little while to get used to the setup because I'm used to seeing, in Terrible Swift Sword, I'm used to seeing Hood and McClaws in a straight line along Warfield Ridge, get ready to drive that way towards the Devil's Den Little Round Top. Or better yet, on the Terrible Swift Sword map, they're like facing like this, going this way. And it took me a little while when I started setting up the Union. I was like, well, this looks screwed up. And then I realized I need to be this way. Now it makes more sense. Because there's that pocket going right through to Little Round Top, right through the edge of Devil's Den, big Round Top on the right. And there's that L shape that Sickles got in out here to the peach orchard and along the ridge there where he get those cannons out there on that high ground. If he'd have just had some more men himself, might have been a different story. Now, what did throw me off is a lot of the 5th Corps stuff and 2nd Corps stuff where they're set up initially. I didn't realize they were that close at the start of the fight. So, and again, it's because of the way I'm looking at the way I was looking at the map. I haven't read if there's any special release rules on those or not. But this one is Longstreet attacks. It's the 2nd day at Gettysburg, down on the bottom end of the line, where Hood starts his Hood does his attack to take the Round Tops, and then try to roll up the flank. Which actually, the strategy was for them to attack into and then up the Emmitsburg Pike towards Cemetery Hill, which would have been up that way, okay? And of course, that got misconstrued or got changed when the actual engagement started. Probably because of where Sickles was. So, all right, so this one here is 14 turns, but you're going to be drawing chits. And, you'll be drawing the same chit multiple times. You'll be drawing division commanders to activate his individual brigades multiple times. And then they've got the event units and your special event units in there going to cut. But I haven't read the rules on that for this game here. But for those of you that didn't get to see it in the last videos, there's that combat chart, which I think is really, really cool. So, finding that cohesion color and then going to the other table to see what damage has been done. There's your broken box. We'll be using that. Gotta admit, I've only played the one, and it intrigued me enough that I wanted to see it on not a bigger scale, but more units in a fight. So we're going to find it. So this will probably take a little while to play this along. So I figured Chickamauga, might as well set that up as a campaign and play that one too. Then on table 3, and this is, I don't know what year this is. Anyhow, I don't know what the year this is, but it's part of the blind sword system. So I bought these in a Ziploc on Revolution sale. And then over here on the final table, World War II game, we call this Med War Heart Attack, or Med War Sicily from Worthington Games. This was sent to me by one of my Rockies War Room buddies, Minnie Warmud out in Arizona. He did not play it, put an envelope or put a shipping sticker on it and sent it to me. So we're going to play it. It's got some card stuff in it. I still don't understand the difference between card driven and whatever the other term is, but it's got cards to do things. So, but it's Sicily. Looks like it's it's got some regiments. It's got some brigades. That's what it looks like. It looks like a regiment brigade level game. So, and you get the Brits, the Canadians, and the Americans hitting Sicily. And the island looks a little different than the pictures I'm used to looking at, like in OCS. But maybe it's cantered, that's why. But we're going to play this one here too. This game is 15 turns. The rules are real simple. It's like, I don't know, it's like 7 or 8 pages at the most, I think. And it's got some interesting little tidbits in it, or interesting little rules in it. So this might be kind of fun. So I'm going to give this thing a run through. And of course, I know what's going to happen after I do this. I'm going to want to get out another Sicily game, but we'll see. If this one gets me going, we may end up doing that. But this is Med War Sicily from Worthington Games, and this one is 2009. I went looking for rules on this, but I ended up scanning mine because I like to highlight the rules, and I don't want to destroy the main rule book, even though it's small. It's got the real slick, glossy paper, so you weren't going to highlight nothing there. All right, so that's what Hexy's got going on. I'll try to keep you all updated as much as I can. I don't know, how much I'll play each one in one burst. If I get locked into one that I'm having fun with, I may just sort of beat it in the ground for a few turns and then switch over to one of the other ones. But I'll post as I go and hopefully give you all some info. If you don't see one come up right away, don't freak out. It's because I probably got wrapped up in one of the other ones. All right, let's get this stuff posted so I can see what I got going on. And we will talk to you all soon. See ya.